Is Google Pixel 4a good? In this account, we talk about technology, gadget, marketing, and whatever we want. So let's get started. The Google Pixel 4a gives you the best of Google in an affordable, one-hand-friendly package. There's only one color, just black. That's a competitive price point, and one that's $50, £50 / Australian dollars cheaper than the launch price of its predecessor. You also get more RAM, 6GB versus 4GB, and more storage, 128GB versus 64GB, with the Pixel 4a, so Google is giving you a decent amount of bang for your buck, at least within its own ecosystem. That's the one-word answer to describe the Google Pixel 4a design. It's one of the more compact Android smartphones you can get hold of these days, measuring 144 by 69.4 by 8.2 millimeters. The result is a handset which is extremely easy to handle, and one-handed use is almost effortless. It's light too, tipping the scales at just 143 grams. You'll find the mint green accented power/lock key situated conveniently under thumb or finger on the right of the handset, with a black volume rocker just below, while the SIM tray is on the opposite side. This can only hold a single SIM, but the Google Pixel 4a also comes with a built-in eSIM card. On the bottom of the Pixel 4a you'll find a USB-C 3.1 port in the center, flanked by microphone and speaker grills. A feature the Google Pixel 4a is a 3.5mm headphone jack. It's located on the top edge of the handset, allowing you to plug in your wired headphones. You don't get a pair of earbuds in the box, unless you're in France or Australia, where you do, but if you have a set of favored cans you can use them with the Pixel 4a without having to dig out an adapter, and with no adapter occupying the USB-C port you can charge the handset at the same time as using wired headphones. Overall, the Pixel 4a has a minimalist design, with a centrally located fingerprint scanner and square camera block in the top left corner the only points of note on the rear. The phone has just one rear-facing camera. The size of the camera block seems a little excessive, but it's presumably a design decision from Google. This is the first Pixel smartphone to come with an all-screen, bezel-less display, with the screen flowing around the punch hole that houses the front-facing camera in the top left. The screen is protected by Gorilla Glass 3, which should protect it against small scuffs and scratches. The 5.81-inch screen is an OLED panel with a full HD+, 1080 by 2340 resolution equating to a pixel density of 443p, and a 19.5:9 aspect ratio. The screen provides bright, clear and colorful visuals, and thanks to the handset's diminutive size it's easy to reach pretty much all corners of the display. The Google Pixel 4a also features an always-on display, which will permanently display the time, date, battery level, weather and other information depending on the situation. On the back you get a 12.2MP camera with a f/1.7 aperture and an 84-degree field of view. It can shoot 4K video at 30 fps, 1080p at 30 fps, 60 fps and 120 fps, and 720p at 30 fps, 60 fps and a super slow 240 fps. There are a handful of modes to choose from if you want something slightly different, including panorama and portrait, the latter of which produces a background blur effect using purely AI, as there's no depth sensor on the Pixel 4a. You can apply a bokeh effect to photographs you've already taken, even ones from years ago taken with a different device, by heading to the Photos app, tapping Edit and then using the blur slider to create the effect. There's also just a single camera on the front of the Google Pixel 4a. It's an 8MP, f/2.0 snapper with an 84-degree field of view, and it can shoot 1080p video at 30 fps. Overall, the front-facing camera on the Google Pixel 4a is a solid snapper, and produces selfies with good color and detail. The Google Pixel 4a comes with a 3,140mAh non-removable battery, which is larger than the power pack in its predecessor. Google claims you'll get up to 24 hours of battery life from a single charge thanks to the firm's adaptive battery technology. The Google Pixel 4a comes with enough power to ensure you can do everything you want on the phone. You get a Snapdragon 730 chipset, 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, of which around 108GB is actually available to you.